Ideology is a commitment to a viewpoint come hell or high water. Even if communism doesn't work, socialism doesn't work. Philosophy is the human reasoning, trying to figure out through right reason what works, what doesn't work, what's good, what's evil, and having certain basic principles that we know are eternal through human experience and so forth and human knowledge. This ideology of Marxism and socialism, it's been imposed on one society after another. Imposed. And it's a disastrous outcome in every case. Poverty, often genocide, no civil liberties. And the masterminds in charge, it would work except for Frank over there, who's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Frank, get Frank. Oh, that guy over there, he's got a few more dollars and everything. Get him. But it's never the government's fault. These other countries literally have class-based societies. We have a classless society in terms of our economy, not in terms of our people. Oh, you have no class, you understand. So, in Marxist regimes, you are what you are, and that's where you're going to stay. In fascist regimes, unless you're part of the government, you are where you are, and that's where you're going to stay. Unless you serve the government's purposes. You serve the government. That's not what we do. In monarchies, they never change. We've seen them in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the rest of them. They're not billionaires, they're trillionaires because of what's under the ground. They haven't done a damn thing in terms of that. Even the technology for getting that oil and natural gas and refining it and shipping it, it's all Western. It's not from, the Middle East dwellers and so forth. So, I just point this out to you. We're a two-tiered society, and you're stuck. You're stuck here. There's nothing you can do about it. And while you're there, you must be miserable and unsatisfied. And this is where the Robert Reiches and the Nick Fuenteses are effective with young people who think they should immediately be able to have a house and a car and this and that, and no expenses, and why am I paying for student loans, or why am I doing this, or why do I have to do that? Exactly the wrong psychology, and it's being pushed by the Marxist left and the neo-fascist right. So rather than praising success, encouraging success, praising our system, encouraging support for our system, encouraging participation in our system. Rush used to say he failed 7 times before he became successful. I told you I was unemployed for a very long period of time, and it was very challenging. There was nothing the government did or could do for me, nothing, zero. I had to figure out how to help get out of that problem for myself and my family. You stay up at night, you're stressed like hell. You really are. And many of you have been through this in your own way, and you fought your way out of it. Well, guess what? Government can't fix that. Marxist, socialist regimes can't fix that, and they're not going to. Fascist regimes can't fix that, and they're not going to. The problem is we have these grifters, like a Robert Reich, like a Fuentes and others, who are talking about, I know, it's terrible. And they'll talk about, on the left, and if you're a minority, the system is out to get you. And the neo-fascists, and if you're white, the system is out to get you. And if you're this, the system's out to... So they racialize it. They trash the country. They all sound alike to me. They trash the economic system. They want more and more government, which is the biggest problem we have. They want immediate fixes to problems that cannot be immediately fixed in a complex society. And this is part of our problem today. Go ahead.
Composed of a few winners and a larger group of Americans left behind.
I said that in 1994.
Wow, you were an idiot in 1994, and you're an idiot today. And what's interesting, 1994, 31 years ago, by my calculation, 31 years ago, how many of the people who were left behind are no longer left behind? In other words, your life isn't static. The economy is not static. Nothing is static. The fact is things keep churning along. Sometimes they go over a cliff, sometimes up to the stars. So between 1994 and now, a lot of things have changed for a lot of people. They've changed a lot for me, and I'm sure they've changed a lot for many of you. But you see, if you're an ideologue, if you're motivated by ideology and not by reality, and we conservatives are motivated by reality, that's why we're conservatives. Our principles are based on knowledge and information and experience and reality, not a fanatical ideology. Well, Mark, aren't you a philosophical? Yes, philosophy is different than ideology. Ideology is a commitment to a viewpoint come hell or high water. Even if communism doesn't work, socialism doesn't work, philosophy is the human reasoning, trying to figure out through right reason what works, what doesn't work, what's good, what's evil, and having certain basic principles that we know are eternal. Again, through human experience and so forth and human knowledge. This ideology of Marxism and socialism, it's been imposed on one society after another. Imposed. And it's a disastrous outcome in every case. Poverty, often genocide, no civil liberties, because it's about government concentrating. And the masterminds in charge, it's always, it would work except for Frank over there, who's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Frank, get Frank. Oh, that guy over there, he's got a few more dollars and everything. Get him. But it's never the government's fault. It's never Xi's fault. It was never Castro's fault. It was never Hitler's fault. It was never this. No. It's the people. The people are the problem. See, we have an opposite view of these things. So he says, 1994. I said there was a two-tier society, and there still is. Go ahead.
McDonald's had just lost an infamous lawsuit over scalding hot coffee, and I had way more hair. Frankly, it's a little galling to hear the CEO of McDonald's complaining about income inequality, especially because companies like McDonald's are making the problem worse.
It's coming from inside the house.
Hold on a second. This will be very controversial. Processed foods. You know, our country, we go through these cycles all the time. We really do. Now we're talking processed foods. Look, my own family tells me, stop with the friggin' McDonald's. Stop with the processed foods. Okay. If we stop processed foods today, you know what happens? People starve to death. They starve to death. They're attacking McDonald's. The prices at McDonald's are very high right now. Not because of profiteering, but because of the cost of their supplies and their material and their personnel and all the overhead and electricity and all that. Okay. Let's say we do away with all the fast food restaurants. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, whatever it is. Just get rid of them. There's a percentage of the country that won't be able to eat. Because as expensive as they may be today, they're less expensive than a lot of other places. That's why they have in the past spread quickly. Why there are thousands of franchises. If there weren't thousands of franchises, thousands of stores, we wouldn't have access to it. But there are thousands because people like the food and because it's available quickly and cheaper than other places, even though it's in context more expensive than it has been in the past. Processed foods. So I want you to also go through another experiment. When you go through that supermarket, I want you to go down the snack aisle. Almost all that's processed foods. Well, we got to get rid of that. I want you to go down the canned vegetable and canned fruit aisle. A lot of that's processed. Got to get rid of that. I want you to go down the confectionery or bakery aisle. A lot of that's processed. Get rid of it. I want you to go through the soda aisle and the juice aisle. Well, that's processed. Get rid of it. Okay. Get rid of most white bread. Get rid of most other types of breads that are mass-produced. A lot of stores now have bakeries. That's well and good, but that doesn't feed everybody. Get rid of that, too. How about the birthday cakes and the cupcakes and the rest of it? That's not all done by scrap, you know. Get rid of it. All the frozen foods, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Ice cream, get rid of it. You really want to get rid of all processed foods? Processed means a process by which these foods are made. And many of them use ingredients that people don't like or they say are unhealthy. And yet if there's any ingredient in a processed food that they know for sure causes cancer or diabetes or kills in some other way, then eliminate it. Then get rid of it. The problem with getting rid of processed foods is you're going to wind up making a lot of people very poor who won't be able to eat.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.